Hi, this is Alex Romanovich at Global Edge Talk. We're here at Conv2X with Peter Mika. He's a managing partner at Caduceus Capital. Hello, Peter.
Alex, how are you? Great to be here. What an incredible platform Tori's pulled together. Really impressive group of constituents here.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Typically, we interview entrepreneurs and startups and founders and so forth. So it's a very nice and rare occasion to actually talk to an investor and managing partner in one of the leading capital firms in the healthcare industry. A couple of questions I want to ask you are related to entrepreneurship and also the way you invest in companies, but also some general advice to the entrepreneurs and founders in the healthcare industry. What should that advice be?
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity here. I've gotten to know Tori, very well. I've been with Caduceus Capital for a number of years now. Prior to that, I was with a leading consulting firm, really focused on emerging markets in healthcare and technology. Our approach is, I think, a bit unique in the marketplace. We think it takes more than capital to accelerate organizations in the marketplace. People are invariably incredibly important in terms of their experiences in scaling businesses. And so people, the go-to-market strategy and arrangements, channel partners that can help you accelerate businesses more quickly in today's ever-changing environment are all important. And we've built a number of businesses around that help entrepreneurs think about how to scale their business in today's marketplace. AI, you can't have any interview without talking about AI, right? But the reality is AI is beginning to get commoditized. You get five smart people from MIT together. They can replicate a lot of emerging technologies. And our viewpoint is that, when you think about the underlying allocation of value to a particular organization, the channel partners, the go-to-market strategy, the alliances that organizations have to accelerate their business are increasingly important. We actually have a white paper coming out, pretty soon around that. When you look at some of the recent transactions with NVIDIA, OpenAI, and others, we believe that just validates the point that your channel partners are really an important part of how you grow your business. For early stage entrepreneurs, I'd encourage them to really take a step back and think about the markets they're serving, the problem they are solving in the marketplace, right? As opposed to just building a better mousetrap or a sleek technology or a Me Too, AI component. What are the big rocks? What are the big problems in healthcare? And we believe they are, things like the emergence, of access, affordability, convergence with other sectors in the marketplace, social determinants of health, interoperability are all kind of mega trends and issues that we hope and encourage entrepreneurs to think about how their technology, how their innovation faces off against those big problems. Fronted or pitching to an investor, to think about that first and think about who your channel partners are to accelerate your growth.
Great answer. When you talk about partnerships and channel and distribution and scalability, is this more of a function of the technology itself, the functions and features that lend themselves to that, or is this a function of business development?
It's pure business development and it's platforms, right? And so you have a particular health technology. It's solving a big issue in healthcare. Let's just say it's access or cost. How are first of all, who's your customer? Is it healthcare providers? Is it, direct to employers? Is it direct to consumer? Understanding that's critically important and understanding how those platforms, your technology through those external platforms gets delivered to your potential customer in an expedited way. In healthcare and technology, our viewpoint is that consumerism is increasingly important. We like to invest in technology and innovation that brings healthcare closer to the consumer, eliminates higher cost facilities in an ever-changing market. And so understanding who are the platforms that can help you accelerate that growth are critically important.
And in terms of entrepreneurship and your advice, if you were to sit down with the young Peter of 20 years ago for a cup of coffee, what would you say to him?
Yeah. So, it's interesting. I'd say that I've really embraced technology and innovation probably over the last, call it 8 to 10 years of my career. Was a big part of my previous focus. The Pete of 20 years ago just, didn't use technology at all. And I would say, look over the horizon, think about what are those innovations that could disrupt your own thinking and embrace them as quickly as possible. You're not going to be perfect, but understanding the language of innovation and technology would probably be my biggest advice. And who knows, I might have had an iPhone, quicker than I had.
Peter, thank you so much for being with us, and good luck with the deal flow.
Thank you so much, Alex.